Come in.
Hi, I'm looking for Dr. Page.
Yeah, it's me.
Hi, my name's Lawrence Cooper. I'm
Hey.
with ADP.
Hey, nice to meet you, Lawrence.
Nice to meet you as well. We
Yeah.
help small businesses save time and money through their HR and payroll.
Okay.
And I only need about 15 minutes of your time to see
Yeah,
if we might
sure.
be able to do the same
have,
for you.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm listening. I'm just checking into this flight all at the same time. I'm headed out of town this afternoon. So.
Really? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm heading up to Chicago.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
For business or pleasure?
Sure. Yeah, both.
A little bit of both. It
But
doesn't hurt.
I have a hard time separating the two these days.
Well, and it
So-
doesn't hurt to always mix a little business with a little pleasure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely. I definitely eat some pizza when I'm up there. So.
Well, is that a picture of your family? How old are your kids?
Oh, they're 4 and 6. Yeah,
Wow,
they're
those are-
crazy.
Those are fun. Those are some fun ages.
Yeah,
Also, some dangerous ones as well.
This is true. Lots of broken things happen.
Yeah.
So-
Is your wife involved with your business as well?
Yeah, actually she is. Very much so.
Wow. What does she do for y'all?
So, I mean, she does a lot of the administrative, I mean, you mentioned payroll, that's one of the tasks that she kind of
Oh, okay.
spearheads for us.
Cool.
I'm much more knowledgeable about medicine. She's much more knowledgeable about.
She takes care of the accounting side of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well that's really cool. It's nice to see it's a true family business
Yeah,
over here.
exactly.
That's pretty admirable. Not a lot of places are still
Well,
doing
luckily
that.
we had the same dream together, so we're
That's
in it.
really
We're in it.
special. That's a really special thing you have
Yeah.
going there. Well, I know your time's valuable, so I'll go ahead and get into how explore some of your goals, maybe challenges that you're experiencing while growing your business. See if ADP might be able to help in any way, and if it looks like a good fit, looking at what those next steps might be. Does
Okay.
that sound good? Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, that sounds great.
All right. Well, I know you mentioned that your wife is kind of spearheads your payroll. Would she be needing to join us in a conversation for decision making, or does it solely rest on your shoulders?
Good. She was here. Do you want me to run grab her?
Yes, that'd actually be
Yeah,
wonderful. Can you
I'll
do that?
run grab her real quick.
Perfect.
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Sorry, she had to step out.
Oh, okay.
One of the kids pooped in the tub at home when we were getting a bath, so
That's a mess.
Yeah.
Quite literally and figuratively.
yes, this is true. This is true.
Well, it seems like it's a really busy time for y'all right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, never a dull moment, so that's fun. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Well, so what payroll system are y'all using right now, or is she using right now?
A lot of what she does is, she puts it in Excel, transfers to QuickBooks, checks get printed, and I sign them.
Okay, so y'all are manually printing checks and
Yeah.
putting them into the books.
Yeah.
That's a lot of extra work there. How much time a week are y'all spending doing that?
Y'all is not the proper term. Her, so well, I mean, I'm spending probably 15 minutes, 10, 15
Okay,
minutes
15
spending
minutes.
writing checks, but she's making sure that it's right, and so she's probably spending, I don't know, half her time, probably 20 hours a week.
20 hours a week
Doing something
on
like that.
payroll alone.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's way too much time. She really should not be spending that much time on that.
Well,
How is that affecting, especially with these crazy kids?
well, I mean, that's her major responsibility within the business, and so, luckily we've been able to have help with them and that type of stuff. But I mean, I do think if this is me speaking for her, I can't completely speak to that, but I do think that she would prefer to do other things.
Right.
than that.
Like spend more time with your kids?
Sure.
Or is she heavily involved with growing your business?
I mean, a little. She really hasn't been. I would say in terms of a growth standpoint, but for the most part, a lot of what she's been doing is back office stuff, making sure our people are supported. Obviously, getting paid is a big deal if somebody's working. So that's been her big responsibility that she's had.
So has she been getting backlogged from any of that?
Not really, but because I mean, again, it's the priority that she puts on it. She's a get it done kind of gal.
She wants it done.
Right. But again, there's definitely stresses involved in that because it's again an important aspect of. I mean, happy people is really what we want.
Right, and it sounds like y'all are really motivated to get it done and do it the right way. So when it comes to compliance, there's a lot of constant labor law changes and tax law changes. How y'all keep up with those regulation changes?
Just through a lot of research that we do through the SHRM website, Society of Rooster
sure.
Management stuff. So we stay compliant that way, and making sure that we're up to speed on what all the.
So y'all do the research yourself to make sure you know what's going on. How much time do y'all spend doing that research?
I'd probably say maybe an hour a month or so.
Okay.
I mean, nothing too significant.
Nothing too crazy, but
yeah,
you're still doing it yourself.
Yeah.
So we've talked about a couple of things already. It sounds like one, Mrs. Page is spending a lot of time, way too much time on payroll. It really would benefit her to be able to spend more time with y'all's kids, and spend more time where it really matters. It also sounds like you're spending a little bit of time on research that could be used elsewhere. Where do you think that you could be spending that extra hour a month or so?
Well, I mean, one of the things we want to do is open up a third location. This market has been great to us. We're really involved in the community, and so, expanding to local areas, maybe even Tyrone is right down the street, because we've got the Newnan, we've got Peachtree City, maybe you're looking in Fayetteville, different places like that. So just trying to identify a third location and then infrastructurally set that up.
All right, and as far as your payroll infrastructure goes, is there anything that's hindering you from being able to achieve that?
Well, I mean, not having all the information, not really having the manpower to do it. Again, my time should be spent on, making sure our patients are taken care of in the medical side of our business, because that's the product we're presenting to people, is our medical service. So getting that done correctly, efficiently, and with a really high quality level. And, then from an expansion standpoint, having the time to do that has been challenging between me running the two different clinics.
You only have so many hours in the day, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you're able to find a service that would provide you more time to be able to do that and help you expand to that third location, would you be interested in taking a look at it?
Yeah, I'd definitely look at it.
Well, here at ADP, we specialize in two things specifically, and that's simplifying your payroll and simplifying your compliance. So we do this in a variety of different ways. One of the things is we would be able to completely simplify your payroll system by keeping it all web-based. So all these timestamps that you're doing and time checks, you wouldn't have to be manually inputting them. It automatically gets uploaded and taken care of. And actually, you don't even have to be at your computer to do so. All you need is internet connection. You can do it on your wireless and phone. I can actually show you a little bit how it works, if you'd like to see.
Sure.
So here, if you could log on your phone, right? And this is what the home screen looks like. You would press this button right here. If you want to click there's a button right there that'll go to the next slide. Yep. Okay. So that right there, once you log in, it shows all of the time that your employees have logged on, and it automatically updates that, so you don't have to do any manual entry. Then if you'll click the next one, the 3, so then you'll be able to update and edit any of the time and information that's in there, just in case something got recorded incorrectly, or if an employee clocked out late, stuff like that. You're able to make sure that everything's looking correctly. And if you'll click that next one, this is going to be the page that summarizes everything, shows you the total amount at the top that you would need to spend, and then you click one last button, which completes the transaction. And we expect this to take no less than 5 minutes for your entire payroll process to go through. Considering you're spending, or your wife's spending over 20 hours a week on this, do you see how this would be beneficial?
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be beneficial for her.
Yeah, so another thing that we do as well is for the compliance. So we automatically do compliance updates, so that way you're staying up to date. You don't have to do all that research like you're spending right now a month. You can spend that time instead growing your business and working towards getting that third location open. We do this through the IRS form, the 8027. So we automatically input all of that, and it increases the accuracy of companies' IRS forms and reduces their risk of being audited. Do you think that this would benefit you?
Yes.
Okay, and so I know that you said it's important that your wife is kind of involved in this because she's the one doing it. We also think it's really important that setup processes are easy. So we actually have a setup process. When's your next payroll, by the way?
Not this Friday, but next Friday.
Okay, well, we could actually have you set up by then, so that way your wife can start spending more time with your kids right now. She can stay and take care of that mess that's going on and not have to deal with everything else. It's a really
bring home the Clorox.
Exactly. It's a really simple process, and it goes step by step. So we would set up an introductory call with one of our implementation specialists who would just gather your information, and then it would go to the next step, which is a training session. It takes about 20 to 45 minutes just to learn how the software works, show you how you can make those payroll completely just from in 5 minutes or less. and then you get introduced to the team because we actually have a team that supports you full time as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you said that your wife, it's important for her to be involved with this,
Mm-hmm.
but knowing that this will be able to help her save time, she's spending way too much time now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that it would be a good idea? Would it be a crazy idea to go ahead and schedule a setup call and then have her come on board with this scheduled around her time so she could be on the training session and learn how to use the software?
Well, I mean, my thought, the other thing that we're considering about with the business
Mhm.
is hiring an internal HR person to take
Okay.
care of all these responsibilities.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's an idea. So I don't know if I would want to do this service.
If you're going to hire someone to do it.
Right.
Well, how much money would you be spending to
We
hire
haven't
this
got
person?
there yet.
Right,
You know,
well-
I mean, minimums of, it's probably a, $65,000 to $70,000 a year salary plus, obviously,
Well,
you being payroll, know that there's additional costs on top of that.
yes, there are, and one of the things that we specialize in is helping companies save time and money,
Mhm.
so they don't have to hire additional support.
Mhm.
We actually work with 80% of Fortune 500 companies
Mhm.
and 90% of Fortune 100 companies
Mhm.
because our service pays for itself. And one of the ways that we would do this is by bringing in some additional support through our service team. So we have teams and myself, and our service is way less than you're going to be spending on an additional person, and we still get all the work done and more.
Mm-hmm.
So does that make sense, or do you see value in that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Would you consider using a service like ours instead of hiring on an additional HR person?
I mean, I think so. I mean, it's, again, I'm the medicine guy. All of the business decisions, I'd like to have counsel on.
Sure.
So that way I'm seeing the whole picture and not
Right.
just kind of what I see in the short term. So.
Well, and that makes sense. And your wife is the person you're referring to as far as getting counsel. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, how do you think? How happy would she be if you were able to come home today and say, "Hey, guess what? I just saved you 20 hours a week and money. That $75,000 that you're spending on that new HR person, you can spend on that new third establishment and growing your business." How
Yeah.
happy do you think that would make her?
Well, I mean, I think she would probably be ecstatic, but also she would say, "Listen here, buddy, we're in this together." So I mean, she has a really high level of ownership, just like I do, in making the business work.
Right.
And so, to me, I wouldn't want to make a decision about it
100%.
without, talking with her and getting her input on it as well.
Sure. Well, what's her schedule look like? I'd love to come and meet with both of y'all and be able to share this with her, and also show her how the service works
Yeah.
to see if it's something that's easy for her.
Mm-hmm. You know what I would say? So Donna out front knows my schedule way better than I do. So what you might want to do is on your way out, get with her, and she can put you on my calendar, and I can tell her to do that, so that way we can have another meeting, make sure Ellen's here too.
Sure, and it's important that both of y'all are on the meeting together. But what's her schedule like specifically? I know you're really busy.
If I don't know mine, I don't know hers either. So
Right.
I guarantee you, Donna keeps track of me like a hound dog. So she'd be able to get it all taken care of.
Well, just kind of throwing this out there.
Mhm.
Are you doing anything right before lunch tomorrow?
I really don't know. Tomorrow's clinical, so that's probably bad. But
Like
I mean, again, Donna would know what's going on with me.
When's not clinical?
So I'm in San Antonio on Friday. I
Right, you're gonna
really
be
don't
in
know.
San
I mean,
Antonio.
she knows. I guarantee you, she can get you on my calendar way faster than I could.
Sure, and I want to make things easy for all of y'all.
Mhm.
But when exactly are you getting back in town just from Chicago? Because I know you're going out there and scheduling that flight.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Well, I'm available. I make myself available to my customers 24/7, 7 days a week.
Sure.
So if you'd like, I'd be more than happy to meet with you right when you get back over the weekend.
We have brunch plans on Saturday. Again, I mean, just Donna will be able to get it all for you. So
Sure.
she'd be totally up for doing that.
So I totally understand.
Yep.
And do you think you mentioned that spending 20 hours a week? I know you're really busy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is something that your wife and I could discuss, so that way we can go ahead and start having her save
Well, I
time
mean, I
right
would
now?
definitely want to be in on it. And so if you'd set the appointment with her on the way out, then we could get the three of us together.
Sure. Do you have any other questions that you're thinking of right now?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, what else do you think that you would need to provide input on as far as when we go? for the next
I would
meeting?
just want to be in there and hear her concerns as well, so that way the three of us can talk through everything.
Could we do a phone in?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do a video chat.
Yeah, sure.
We could do that.
All right, when would be the best time to do a video chat?
Donna would know when to do that.
Donna would know
Yeah,
when to do that.
she can get it all taken care of for you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And all right. You weren't allowed to let me get this appointment, were you? Makes also